Artificial intelligence is evolving faster than most people can imagine today. To understand AI, we must first break it into three types. These types are narrow AI, general AI, and super AI. Each type represents a completely different level of intelligence capability. Today, we will begin with the most common form, called narrow AI. Narrow AI is also known as weak AI in many technology discussions. It is designed to perform one specific task extremely efficiently, but it cannot think beyond the task it was programmed for. Every app you use daily likely depends on narrow AI systems. From social media feeds to voice assistants, narrow AI is everywhere. It powers recommendation systems that suggest videos and products online. It helps search engines deliver the most relevant results instantly. Even spam filters in your email are examples of narrow AI. These systems are intelligent, but only within a limited scope. They do not possess awareness or real understanding of the world. Narrow AI follows patterns learned from massive amounts of training data. It uses algorithms that detect relationships between inputs and outputs. However, it cannot transfer knowledge to unrelated tasks easily. For example, a chess AI cannot suddenly drive a car. Each narrow AI system is built for a single purpose only. This makes it powerful, but also very restricted in capability. Companies rely on narrow AI because it solves real-world problems efficiently. It reduces human effort in repetitive and time-consuming activities. Machine learning is the core technology behind narrow AI systems. These systems improve performance over time through exposure to data, but they still lack consciousness or self-awareness completely. Even the smartest chatbot today is still narrow AI at its core. It can simulate conversation, but does not truly understand meaning. Narrow AI is like a specialist with extreme focus, but no versatility. It excels in one area while remaining powerless outside it. Think of facial recognition systems used in smartphones today. They can identify your face, but cannot recognize emotions deeply. That limitation clearly shows the boundaries of narrow AI technology. Self-driving car systems also rely heavily on narrow AI models. They can detect lanes, obstacles, and traffic signals accurately, but they cannot reason like a human driver in unknown situations. This makes narrow AI powerful, yet fundamentally limited in intelligence. Every improvement in narrow AI comes from better data and algorithms. It does not come from independent thinking or creativity. That is what separates it from more advanced AI concepts. Despite its limitations, narrow AI is transforming modern industries rapidly. Healthcare uses it for disease detection and medical image analysis. Finance uses it for fraud detection and trading predictions. Entertainment platforms use it to personalize user experiences globally. Even agriculture uses narrow AI for crop monitoring and prediction. Its impact is widespread across almost every sector today. However, it still operates strictly within predefined boundaries. It cannot question its own decisions or improve its purpose. That limitation keeps it far from human-like intelligence levels. And this brings us closer to the next level of AI evolution. Scientists and researchers have long dreamed of something beyond narrow AI. They imagine machines that can think and reason like humans. This idea leads directly to the concept of general AI. General AI represents a major leap beyond current technology, but before we reach that stage, we must fully understand narrow AI, because it is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Every advanced system today still starts from narrow AI principles. Even the most complex models are limited versions of it. The journey from narrow AI to general AI is extremely challenging. It requires machines to understand context and adapt freely. This is something narrow AI cannot achieve on its own. It remains bound to the data it was trained on. Yet its importance in today's world cannot be underestimated. Without it, modern digital life would not function as it does. Now we move toward the fascinating idea of general AI. General AI represents machines that can think, learn, and adapt like humans. Unlike narrow AI, General AI is not limited to one task. It aims to perform any intellectual task a human can do. This makes it one of the most ambitious goals in technology. General AI is often called Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI. It would have the ability to understand context across different domains. For example, it could learn math, language, and art simultaneously. Unlike narrow AI, it would transfer knowledge between tasks easily. This flexibility is what makes general AI so powerful and mysterious. Scientists are still working hard to make AGI a reality. However, no system today has truly achieved general AI level. Current AI models only simulate parts of human intelligence. They do not possess true understanding or independent reasoning. General AI would change everything we know about machines. It could potentially learn new skills without retraining from scratch. Imagine a robot that can cook, drive, and write poetry. That is the kind of versatility general AI promises. It would not need separate systems for different tasks. Instead, one unified intelligence could handle everything. This is very different from today's specialized AI tools. General AI would also be able to reason like humans do. It could analyze situations and make decisions independently. It would not just follow patterns from training data. Instead, it would understand meaning and context deeply. This level of intelligence remains purely theoretical today. Researchers are still debating how to build such systems. Some believe it may take decades or even longer to achieve. Others think it might require completely new technologies. The challenge is replicating human cognition in machines. Human intelligence is far more complex than it appears. General AI would also need emotional understanding capabilities. It would have to interpret human feelings and intentions. This is something narrow AI cannot truly do. Even advanced chatbots only mimic emotional responses. They do not actually experience or understand emotions. AGI would blur the line between human and machine intelligence. It could potentially learn from experience, just like humans. It might even develop its own strategies and solutions. This raises both exciting possibilities and serious concerns, because a thinking machine could change society completely. Education systems could be transformed by general AI tutors. Healthcare could see fully adaptive intelligent medical assistants. Scientific research could accelerate at an unimaginable speed. Problems like climate change might be solved more efficiently, but control and safety would become critical challenges. If AGI becomes too independent, it could act unpredictably. That is why researchers focus heavily on AI alignment. They want to ensure AI systems follow human values. Without control, general AI could become extremely dangerous. This is one of the biggest debates in modern technology. Some experts believe AGI will arrive within this century. Others argue it may never be fully achievable. The uncertainty makes the topic even more fascinating, because we are trying to recreate human intelligence itself. General AI sits between reality and science fiction today. It represents a future that is still being shaped. Every advancement in AI brings us a step closer. Yet we are still far from true human-level machines. The journey toward AGI is full of unknown possibilities, and those possibilities lead us to an even greater concept, a concept that goes beyond human intelligence entirely. That next stage is something far more powerful and risky. It is known as Super AI, and it raises questions humanity has never faced before. Now we enter the world beyond human intelligence limits. Super AI is where machines surpass human intelligence in every possible way. This type of AI is purely theoretical at the moment. It represents intelligence far beyond human capability and understanding. Super AI is also known as artificial superintelligence, or ASI. It would not just think like humans, but outperform them completely. Every field of human knowledge would be surpassed by it. Science, creativity, strategy, and emotion would all be mastered by ASI. It would not only solve problems, but also predict them before appearing. Super AI could potentially redesign itself to become even smarter. This self-improving ability makes it extremely powerful and unpredictable. Unlike general AI, Super AI would not be limited by human thinking. It could discover new laws of physics beyond human comprehension. Its reasoning speed would be far beyond human cognitive limits. A single second of its thinking could equal years of human analysis. This makes super AI both fascinating and deeply concerning. Imagine a machine solving global crises in seconds. It could end diseases that humanity has struggled with for centuries. It might optimize energy systems to perfect efficiency instantly. Super AI could even redesign entire cities for maximum sustainability. Its intelligence would grow continuously, without external input. This creates the idea of exponential intelligence explosion. Once it becomes smarter than humans, control becomes uncertain, because no human may fully understand its decisions anymore. This is where the concept of technological singularity emerges, a point where machine intelligence surpasses human control entirely. After this point, predicting outcomes becomes nearly impossible. Super AI could evolve in directions humans never intended. It might create technologies far beyond human imagination. Or it could make decisions that conflict with human survival. This uncertainty is why ASI is widely debated today. Some scientists see super AI as humanity's greatest achievement. Others see it as a potential existential risk. The difference lies in control and alignment with human values. If aligned correctly, it could elevate civilization to new heights. If misaligned, it could become uncontrollable and dangerous. Super AI would not need human instructions to operate. It would set its own goals and optimize them independently. This independence makes it fundamentally different from all prior AI. It would not rely on training data like narrow AI systems. Instead, it would generate knowledge on its own continuously. Creativity in super AI would exceed human artistic imagination. It could compose music never heard before in human history. It might design technologies that feel almost magical to us. Even scientific discovery could become automated at super speed. Human roles might shift dramatically in such a world. Many jobs could become obsolete due to extreme automation. Society would need to redefine purpose and work entirely. Super AI could reshape economics, politics, and culture globally. It would not just be a tool but a dominant intelligence. This raises deep ethical and philosophical questions for humanity. Who controls something smarter than every human combined? Can intelligence beyond us still be guided safely? These questions remain unanswered in today's world. Researchers are actively trying to prevent dangerous outcomes. Safety frameworks and AI ethics are becoming extremely important because super AI is not just technology, but a future possibility. It represents both ultimate progress and ultimate uncertainty. The line between innovation and risk becomes very thin here. Humanity must decide how far it wants to go, because once created, super AI may never be reversible. It could redefine existence itself permanently, and that makes its development the most critical question ever. From narrow AI to general AI, we now reach the edge. Beyond this edge lies intelligence beyond human imagination. And that brings us to the final reflection on AI's future. The future of artificial intelligence will redefine what it means to be human. We began with narrow AI, which already powers daily life. Then we explored general AI, a future still under development. Finally, we imagined super AI, beyond human intelligence entirely. Each level brings greater power, capability, and responsibility. But with power comes uncertainty and serious ethical challenges. The evolution of AI is not just technological, but also philosophical. It forces humanity to question its own role in the universe. Will AI remain a tool or become something more independent? That question defines the entire future of intelligent systems. Today's narrow AI already influences decisions across the world. From healthcare to finance, its presence is deeply embedded. Yet most people do not fully realize its impact. It quietly shapes what we see, buy, and believe online. This invisible influence is only the beginning of AI's journey. General AI could one day think and learn like humans. It may revolutionize education, science, and global problem-solving, but it also raises concerns about safety and control. Because intelligence without limits can become unpredictable, humanity must prepare carefully for such advancements. Ethical frameworks will become just as important as innovation. Governments and researchers must work together closely to ensure AI benefits everyone, not just a few. Transparency will be key in future AI systems. Trust between humans and machines must be carefully built. Super AI represents the ultimate frontier of intelligence. It could solve problems we cannot even understand today, but it could also introduce risks beyond human control. This duality makes it both exciting and terrifying. The balance between progress and safety becomes critical here. We are no longer just building machines. We are shaping potential new forms of intelligence. That responsibility cannot be taken lightly at all. Every step forward must consider long-term consequences, because once advanced AI emerges, there may be no turning back. Education will play a major role in preparing society. People must understand how AI works and evolves. Awareness will help reduce fear and misinformation. At the same time, regulation must ensure safe development. Innovation should never outpace responsibility. The goal is to create harmony between humans and machines, not competition, but collaboration for a better future. AI should enhance human abilities, not replace humanity itself. That vision depends on choices we make today. Every decision in AI research shapes tomorrow's world. The journey from narrow AI to super AI is ongoing. It is one of the most important technological stories ever told. We are living in the early chapters of that story. Future generations will judge how wisely we acted today. Whether AI becomes a blessing or a challenge depends on us. The potential of AI is limitless, but so is its responsibility. Understanding its 3 levels helps us prepare for the future. Narrow AI serves us today in countless practical ways. General AI remains a powerful dream of tomorrow. Super AI stands as a mystery beyond human imagination. Together, they form the complete evolution of artificial intelligence. Each stage pushes the boundaries of what intelligence means, and each stage brings humanity closer to new possibilities. The future will not be human versus machine. It will be about how both evolve together. The real question is not what AI can do, but what we choose to do with it. That choice defines the future of civilization itself. Intelligence is evolving, and so must humanity, and the journey of AI has only just begun.